And hello, friends. It has been forever, hasn't it? It's Dr. Brenda, sociologist, financial coach, speaker, full-time RVer, traveling the country with my cats, except, hey, you know what? I'm setting up a home base here. I am in Southern California. As you can see, it is not sunny Southern California today. It's been foggy and a bit overcast here, so hoodie season. I'll tell you what, my life has evolved into a new chapter, I believe. So I want to talk to you a bit about that. So, um, last March, I was in Tucson at the Escapees Escapade, big rally. And there I checked out some of the booths, and they have a bunch of co-ops, escapee co-ops. And these are RV parks, resorts. The Escapees, you've got to be a member, and it's run by us, so it's a volunteer. You're expected to volunteer and really participate in keeping that park up to snuff. So up until that point, I hadn't really thought of slowing down. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get on the wait list, and I'm really missing community. When you're on the road, you meet people, you see people, they disappear out of your lives, and it's really hard to build a community. I'm staying at one place generally a week to 2 weeks, state and national parks primarily, and it's been difficult. I've gotten more tired this summer. Weather hasn't been great on my travels. I felt like I've missed out on summer. The catio doesn't always get up, and so I haven't been as enthusiastic this year. So my name was called to get to the top of the list to get a site in August, and it was too early. Originally, when I signed up here, I was told, it could take up to a year, could take even longer. So I'd signed up in April to get on the wait list, started at number 51, and then they called me in August. And I thought, well, that's too soon. You can turn it down 3 times. I thought, I'll turn that offer down. And then I changed my reservations, changed my route so that I could be here in October, figuring I could set up in October. Well, something happened several weeks ago. My son has been working at it as a concessionaire in the Grand Canyon, working at a concessionaire company, for 5+ years. He went on FMLA. He's had some medical issues, just his ability to move around, and he's had painful legs and difficult to do his job, which is working at the deli on his feet all day. So they put him on FMLA, and then decided that, he can't keep his room. He'd been warned before. Can't keep his room tidy. It's company-sponsored housing. They kicked him out. Kicked him out of housing. And if you don't have company-sponsored housing, essentially you don't have a job. So he's on FMLA till mid-October, which means his job is guaranteed, but in essence, they just pulled the rug out from under him. And he had nowhere to go. He's at a shelter in Flagstaff. So this worried me to no end. So I was in Wisconsin visiting family, and I just changed my plans again, rerouted to Flagstaff, drove like a fiend 5 out of 7 days. It was exhausting. I spent 4 days with him, helping him figure out what he needs to do. He's lost all of his IDs. He's an adopted child from Ukraine and has a traumatic childhood history. And so he is developmentally behind and trying to figure out how to get some more wraparound resources that will help him has been the goal. And so I've helped him get a checklist, figure out what he needs to do, worked on his resume, encourage him, support him, but he remains at the shelter, hoping to connect with some local services that can help him with housing and hopefully some type of jobs training. So that was heart-wrenching. And the nice thing about RVing is the flexibility. So I had the flexibility to do that. I did shelve my business for over a month with family, and now with this. So I've put things aside as much as I could for the business, which, again, I have flexibility to do that. So I decided on the next offer that comes in for a site here at Jojoba Hills. It's just south of Temecula, north of San Diego, that I would accept the offer. So I'm up at the top of the list, but there are no sites available. So I am in a rental site for 28 days, hoping that a site becomes available that I can move into during this time. And there are a lot of reasons why I've decided to do this, to get off the road, or to at least set up a home base. I still plan to RV and travel around here and there, but not like I was. I mentioned community. The other thing is I'm working on building a speaking career. And, if I'm here at one place, I've got access to airports. I've got people who are standing in line to cat sit. I can build that speaking career. I've got reliable internet. I've got stable place. So that's been a big part of really focusing on my business here. The other thing is just vet care and health care. It is really difficult to find good vet care for my cats. They've had a hodgepodge of different vets, and it hasn't always been a very good experience. So I wanted to get them established with a vet, and also for me, if I need medical care, I want to establish a relationship with, the medical doctors, and get that all going, so I'm in one place. So those are some of the reasons. Cheers. It is early morning here. But another reason is lifestyle and money, okay? So as a financial coach, I talk a lot about lifestyle. What's the lifestyle you want? And RVing is more expensive than what you think it is. I mean, if you're boondocking with, you've got solar, you've got all that set up, and you're not paying rental fees, that's good. But even moving, traveling, filling up my tank, if I'm traveling 350 miles in a day, I mean, I'm spending between $120 and $150 each travel day just to get gas in my rig. So it is much more expensive than what I had hoped it would be. And like I mentioned, I was getting a little tired. Getting tired of getting the catio set up, taking it down, traveling, and some of the fun. I mean, maybe it was my routes just didn't excite me as much. But I've also crisscrossed the country, and I've been out for 3 years and 3 months plus days, and I've seen a lot. I've seen so much. So lifestyle, I wanted to find a place where I could be active, and you can see this is all, this is all wilderness. Right on the other side is Bureau of Land Management, BLM land. I've got Cleveland National Forest. The Pacific Crest Trail winds around right behind me, and in the resort itself, there is this incredible swimming pool. I get these views, hot tub, pickleball courts, sauna, lots of activities. If I want to do yoga, exercise, there's pottery, there's crafts, there's woodworking. There are so many different things, ways for me to get involved. And I'm going to tell you what it costs, okay? Because I'm moving, setting up a home base in Southern California to save money. Can you believe it? Save money. Southern California, save money. Fact is, I have my home. The rig is my home. So these are, to become a member, the rates change every year. When I signed up in April on the wait list, the membership fee is $39,250, okay? And that includes a site assignment, access to all public places, water, park TV, telephone, unlimited internet, use of all shop tools, laundry access, everything. Everything. So that gives me access. So I am 59 and I'm over 59 and a half, which means I now can access my retirement funds without penalty. So certainly I have this in my retirement funds, $39,250. The neat thing about this is when I get my site, it is my site, but I'm not a resident of California. I can retain my Florida residence. And when I'm ready to leave, when I leave this place, I get that money back, okay? $39,250. I get it all back. So it's like, okay, I'm loaning them money to have this incredible place to stay. And then I have monthly fees, monthly maintenance fees. So how much am I going to be paying? And these are very spacious sites. I'll take you on a little tour of this rental site in a minute, but these are very spacious sites. Monthly maintenance, $381.74. It doesn't include electric or propane, but for less than $400 a month, I'm going to be able to park here, to be able to use all these great resources. This is so quiet. That was a big prerequisite. I needed space. I mean, a lot of these RV resorts, even seasonal, you're right on top of each other. It looks like a parking lot. And here you can create your own outdoor space. So everybody has the opportunity. People put in gazebos. They put in, screen rooms. They've got landscaping. You can make this your own space. So that had a big appeal to me. So that is the story. I've also realized that so much of the fun stuff happens out west. Utah, I'm headed to Death Valley in November. I'm in Yosemite. I'm close to the ocean. And the other neat thing that this allows me to do is I can leave my rig here and I can just go take off in my Jeep, get a cat sitter, and that gives me more freedom to maybe rent some cabins, do things a little bit differently. So I'm really excited. This place is divine. I have met more people in the last 2 days than I have in all those months, all those winters, 3 winters at South Padre Island. I've met more people in the last 2 days. It is safe. People are friendly. I feel welcomed here, and I am just thrilled to be here. So I promised I'd show you the site a little bit. I mean, this is a primo site. So I know, here's the other thing. When I accept a site, I know it's going to be one of the lower tier, bare bones site. What happens when I become a member is that when sites become available, I can site hop. I can get my name on the list, and it's based on seniority. So if there's a site that becomes available that I prefer, I pay a $100 administrative fee, and then I can get that site. So I can move up once I'm in here to some of the sites that are more preferable to me. This is ideal, okay? And I'm going to tell you what, this area is, you've got a 2-lane road for 15 miles one way, 2-lane road, probably 30 miles the other way. Very little traffic. I mean, do you hear any traffic? A little bit in the background, maybe. Nighttime, it's dark. There are coyotes. That's about it. I saw a tarantula. There's tons of quail here. But this is the site. So I've got my rig here, and the folks who have this site put up, I guess, a little structure and a table. Now that I'm not able to use, but I've got my catio set up. Okay. So I'll take you. You can see. I mean, boy. I mean, I'm right at the edge of the park, which I would love. I don't have neighbors here. So let me take you. I've been in the pool. It is spectacular, pool and hot tub. So this is, I mean, this is the length of the site. You can kind of see how big it is. And then this is the park at the very end. Okay. So I am very excited to be here, and I'm tickled pink that this is a money-saving move, and I have 1,000 times more resources. I've already been to the farmer's market. I came in Friday. Today's Monday. Saturday was the farmer's market in Temecula. So I bought fresh sourdough bread and grouse eggs and fresh vegetables. Made myself a beef stew. I went to Trader Joe's. I can't tell you how excited I am. There's a Trader Joe's in the area. I have been walking around these trails and up and down. There's a hiking club. Can't wait for them to start up and meet these folks. And there's just so much to do here, and I'm saving money. This is, if I don't make another dime and I can keep these expenses low, what it means for me is that I could live off of my retirement funds and likely never run out. So that's big for me. Now, of course, got my business. I'm planning on making a lot more money as the years come through. So, but this is peaceful. This is calm. Just listen. I'm outdoors. I have access to all this great stuff. Great people. Safe. Quiet. I'm happy. All right, guys. So, yep, moving to Southern California. Based now in Southern California. And saving money. You guys take care, and I'll catch you next time. Hey, please subscribe. Bye-bye.